So I just got this Figma, is it Max Factory? I don't know if there's a difference. I'm not a Figma collector at all. But I just got this Figma Guyver product number 600. This is the Guyver Ultimate Edition, the 15th anniversary, I guess, since 2008. This figure is an update of a figure that came out a while ago, 2008, I want to say. But everybody was trying to tell me this is a re-release, and I was trying to tell everybody, like, it's not. It's a brand new figure. But people who have the older ones seem to think that this is not a new one, and it is. Check out the box. I'm not really a box guy, but I really do like this box. I'm not even a Figma collector, but I do like Guyver. I've been watching the anime all day, and this figure is great. I've only ever owned one Figma in my life. Sculpt and paint work is pretty good as well. I'm saying pretty good. The sculpt and paint work is great on this figure. I think they did pretty good with the source material and everything they needed to. I think they hit all the notes they could have hit. One more thing I do like is this is a softer material. It'll break, I'm pretty sure, if you go too far. But it's soft enough to where, like, say I've dropped this thing like 6 times already, and I don't have any breakage. So that's pretty nice too. Nice little touch. Doesn't come with much. I don't think he needs to be honest. I can't think of anything he would need more of. He has enough hands. He's a fighter. He doesn't have any weapons like that besides the arm blades. So I think everything in the package is enough. It has this little thing that he finds in the woods when he turns into Guyver. Has one of those. It has some extended blades. Blades extend on the forearms. I'll show that off a little bit later for both sides, left and right. And it also has, which is a really interesting feature, it has the unmasked head. And it also, keep saying also, it has the, I guess he rips this off. I'll let you know what happens because I'm watching the anime. So let's just set all that to the side and let's talk about this figure. So Figma stepped up to the plate and killed it. This figure is great. This is probably my favorite figure right now. I've been posing it since I got it. I've been watching the anime since I got it. Articulation is great too. That's probably the best part of this figure. This is not a Figma to me. Well, it is kind of because the knees are a little loose. Other than that, though, everything else is great. Let's go over articulation, and I'm going to swap the face and show you some other stuff. So articulation in the head, it goes up that far, down that far, left and right pretty good. You do get some tiltage. These hoses they're not attached to the head, but they're under, behind the neck. You see them there? And they just work really good with the body. This piece shifts forward. The lower neck shifts with the neck too. So it's all pretty fluid. Shoulder pads do go up and down. They don't get in the way of articulation at all. The arm will do a 360. I forgot to mention he has a butterfly joint. You do get a lot of range with that. And it also continues the sculpt of the inner suit right there. It's pretty nice. It does have bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, really deep double jointed elbow. Up and down, left and right on the ball joint on the wrist. Like that a lot. Torso is probably my favorite. Doesn't break the sculpt. So you get that far on the top going forward, and then on the bottom you get that much. It's really nice. Really, really nice. You can see what they did here. These lower joints. I know this is like the Max Factory, but that lower joint right there, it folds into itself. So it gets out the way, and then you still get a joint at the bottom. So there's a ball joint at the bottom, and then a crunch and a crunch. And this is also a ball joint, so this will get anywhere you need it, and then you get a crunch. I think that's really innovative. That's really nice. So he'll go that far to the side, that far back. This thing is great. This thing will pose any way you want it to. The hips are a little hindered, especially, I just knocked off the blade. The hips are hindered going out, obviously. You can't pull them out this way for maximum uppage on that. And they do squeeze back in. He'll still kick pretty high with it out, but it'll kick out a little bit. Double jointed knee. Ankle goes all the way down, up, and then you get a rocker and a toe pivot. I'm back around to accessories. I'm going to put some stuff on this figure right now. This is the right, so this blade goes over here. They do have a little pivot in there in case you wanted to get some better angles on it. So there's a little, show you. There's a little ball I guess you could say a ball peg. Ball peg with a stick on there. So you can get some range and some movement. But I think this figure is great. I think this figure is really great. Like, it's really great. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a Figma collector at all. But this one, if you get any Figma, you need to get this one. The face swaps over pretty nice too. It just pulls apart right there, so you don't have to worry about popping the head off all the time. And then you slide this one on. And then you get the unmasked head right there. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty damn good. And this, you pop this other hand on. I'm not that far in the anime yet, so I'm not really sure the significance of this yet. But you can do it. It's definitely a thing you can do. He can hold his mask in his hand and still have his head. It also has this too. I didn't even show this off. I forgot what this is called. But it has that too. That, of course, what would Guyver be without this? But that's sick too. The only thing I would want is like light up eyes and light up chest. That would be the only thing I would add. I do really like the details too. You get all of the stuff from the animes in there. I can't remember the names of these things. But this is like where the suit comes from. The little memory thing, whatever it's called. All of that's in there. This figure's great. I'm still on the fence whether or not I want to put a matte coat on it, because I don't believe it's shiny in the anime. But it looks good like this. I like it. Let me do a size comparison really quick, because this figure is not as small as people think. Here he is next to a Marvel Legends Luke Cage. So Guyver's pretty big. Let's do a Mezco Krieg. That's what I have next to me. Oh, back piece popped off. So yeah, I mean, you could use this for, what do they call it? Zoonoids? You could probably use this for one of them. Put like an animal head on him. Here he is with the McFarlane Red Tornado. McFarlane figures are abnormally fucking huge, but there's that. Let's do a YOLO Park Bumblebee. Not as big as Bumblebee, but not small either. A Master Chief. So yeah, this guy's great. This figure's absolutely great. I just wanted to come in here and do a quick little video on it. Also, he does come with, I forgot to mention this, he does come with all his extra hands. Initially, when I opened it, I was like, oh, he doesn't come with any hands. I was like, it doesn't matter because he's a fighter anyway. But my son threw this and broke it. But he comes with all the extra hands, all the open hands, fighting hands. He even has like these karate chop hands. Also a Figma bag. Like I said, I'm new to Figma, so I didn't know they came with all of that. But yeah, this figure is 100% for me. It's a 10 out of 10. I don't think there's anything they could have done to make it any better. It's great.